Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be here. It's a new year. Here comes little Leo wanting to wish you a new year. Hopefully he's going to behave himself. I'm pulling from New Beginnings. Why not? Let's see what message comes through. Welcome, cross watchers. If you're brand new to the channel, happy to have you join us. You get See with Your Heart, card number 2. The time is now to hear the messages. See with your heart, hear the messages. If by chance you see a little blip in the screen, it's only because if I have to, I will remove him. New rule, I'm not putting up with his antics. He was just lounging nicely on the sofa, and then I sit down to record, and he's like, not on my time. Spoily boy syndrome. All right, so for this series of readings, Aries, I'm going to be focusing on twin flame soulmate dynamic, looking at where you and your divine counterpart are, the overall energy between you first, and then where you are, what your karmic challenges are, opportunities, divine messages. So that's what we're exploring, and then I'll clarify. Here we go. Oh, let me do that again. I glanced away. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So if you missed it, please do check out the January 2025 monthly energy update, Love Tarot, because that takes the month week by week for your person, for you, for the connection. It's a good thing to have to kind of check in as the month rolls along. A lot of energy swirling for the month of January. So I'm just letting you know that this sort of reminded me of your person's energy for the first week. So we're talking about some need for patience between the two of you. There's something that's unfolding more organically. Let's see where you are right now. Three of Swords. There may be some residual pain, something you're working through, some heartache. Your person here, there's some confusion. This is very tied to that reading. The karmic challenge for you, Three of Pentacles, has to do with being on the same page, being, the cooperation or lack thereof, and your person's karmic challenge, Page of Pentacles, something they may need to learn. Maybe this is new to them. Yeah, because if they're confused, this may be all new to them, and they may be in the weeds on some level. The opportunity here is, Devil. Devil coming in as the opportunity is really interesting because it's talking about shadow, and it's also talking about sort of, loosening the grip. It's egoic fear and resistance, that the opportunity may be to go into the below and take a little peek under the hood, right? See where it is that the fears are triggering you, and the divine guidance is this Seven of Wands talks about some resistance, defensiveness, maybe even self-protection jumping in here. So I'm looking at you separately, but sort of in connection to each other. That's what this spread is about. So let's see the Seven of Pentacles, where the connection is right now. Wheel of Fortune with that Seven of Pentacles is interesting, and the Three of Wands, right? The cards from the bottom of the deck are always what you cannot see, because it's either in your unconscious awareness, so it's rolling around in your psyche, it's in your person's unconscious awareness, certainly can't see that, or it's playing out behind the scenes, so not really in your viewfinder yet. And So it's almost as if there's something that is unfolding both in natural time, right, organically, as well as divine time. And so it's something that there's some healing that's needed, obviously. There's some residual heartache here, something that's causing some pain. And so the anticipation of what's to come is tinged or maybe tainted with something that hasn't been resolved, hasn't been healed, hasn't been dealt with above the neck. It's lying dormant, or it's being processed internally, or maybe not being processed. And therefore, it makes sense that it's causing some confusion, and it's leaving you wondering, well, are we on the same page here? Why can't I get no damn cooperation? Well, it's definitely lying below the surface here and causing some egoic eruptions, disruptions, challenges. And where are we in terms of how we're fighting each other? So let's jump in with your Three of Swords. And remember, because I'm reading for Aries, you might assume this is Aries. It can come through reversed, especially if you're here as a cross watcher for an Aries. So take it as it resonates for you. Three of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, can't make it up. Nine of Cups. Judgment. Judgment was the oracle for the monthly energy update for January. It was also the overall energy for top card from the oracle, from the tarot spread, and it came up from the bottom of the deck too in the opening sequence. So the whole month of January is about this card, is about, right, reviewing the relationship, reconciliations. It's yeah, what are we doing? What's happening here? What do we want from this? It is about second chances and forgiveness and redemption, provided that's available. It wouldn't show up if it wasn't, but it's what you're deciding. It's how you're moving through it. The Nine of Cups can be a card of wish fulfillment, but it can also be a card of complacency. Maybe this is all taking too long, right? Maybe it's all unfolding too slowly for you. And therefore, because it's almost as if it's anchoring in the pain is so much, right? The main card here for you is this Three of Swords, that it's going to be harder for you to forgive if something doesn't change soon. Yeah. See with your heart. The time is now to hear the messages. These are important messages coming through. Your person, Seven of Cups. This is what you're working on, just so you know what the position of the card is. Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. This person is definitely in the weeds. They're going to need a little bit of direction. Maybe trying to communicate, trying to get a handle on, like, well, with the Six of Pentacles from the bottom of the deck, this is somebody who may be lost in the weeds of all around the construct of generosity and reciprocity and how to be an equal partner. And I know that you might be like, what are you talking about? How? You just do. Not everybody understands that. If this person's karmic challenge is the Page of Pentacles, they have something to learn here. This may all be new to them. Not everybody comes into relationship understanding the construct of reciprocity. They just don't. Some need to be taught. Some need to be shown by example. Some need to learn by experience, right? By hurting someone and then going, oh, that is not what I intended. That's why the opportunity is shadow. That's why the opportunity is, oh, no, that is not at all what I would have wanted for you. So I'm seeing this person going like, what is happening? I'm confused. I'm lost. I'm in the weeds of all of these options and all of this like emotional overwhelm. Got to communicate. They're seeing you as somebody that's bringing them some comfort. They feel very tied to you in a positive way. The Six of Cups is warmth, comfort, nostalgia. Someone you've either known each other a very long time or across lifetimes. It's a past life soulmate card. Six of Pentacles, I'm sorry, underneath is like, I don't know, am I not giving? How am I not giving? What do they need? What is it? Where am I not being generous? I don't understand the game. Where's the rule book? They need some learning, right? It isn't always clear to everyone, especially people that don't have a lot of relationship experience. Or their relationship experience in the past has always been people taking from them. And so they come at it from a very different perspective, which is very self-protective and defensive. Just going to leave that there. So for you, your karmic challenge is this Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Right, so in this karmic challenge, there is a need to clear the air. There is a need to speak your truth. There is a need to do it fast. But it looks like you're kind of torn. You're on the fence. You're maybe not sure what to say. Maybe you're not sure what you're really dealing with. So sometimes that Two of Pentacles stalls for time. It's a decision-making card, but it's hard to make a decision if you're not really sure what to say, if you're not really sure what you're up against, what you're dealing with. Underneath is the Ace of Pentacles, which can speak to a new beginning, which can speak to an up-leveling, right? Or an offer. And so it's looking to me like it's time to collect your thoughts about what you're not getting here. The cooperation you're not getting, the co-creation you're not getting, something that you feel like, yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it don't feel good. And it's taking too long. And it's feeling like we've settled into a groove that I'm not happy with, and it doesn't feel good to me. So your karmic challenge is getting down to brass tacks, settling on the approach in real time, getting the words, getting the thoughts collected so you can speak to it clearly, succinctly, without temper, without anger. Sometimes that Knight of Swords can be that. And with bringing up from your unconscious realm the construct of what it is, what do you need offered to you to tell you that, oh, yeah, I'm invested. We're on the road. We're on the path. So that's a bit of a karmic challenge, and it makes sense. And for your person's karmic challenge, they're coming in at Page of Pentacles level. This is new. This is different. 10 of Wands. This is hard. 10 of Swords. Wow. Okay. So this is somebody who has seen pain and endings of things. And so it's all very burdensome to them to be back now at square one. Okay? And to have it all be like, I don't know what you want, right? And they know that y'all need to have a conversation about it because they're not giving you what you need, and they don't even know where to begin because they're back to the drawing board here. And it's weighing on them very heavily. It's definitely very burdensome, and not that you're the burden, but the whole thing. After such a painful ending in their life, something that really was dramatic, I don't think it's you. I think it's the past. Here's this Queen of Swords from the bottom of the deck. That's Libra energy, so it's about what's fair, right? It's about diplomacy. It's definitely something that on some level this person needs a fair hearing. This person needs something that's diplomatic, that doesn't judge them too harshly, that doesn't come in sizing them up and knocking them over. You know what I mean? I'm just feeling like this person feels like a babe in the woods here, and it is kind of contending with a new beginning of their own in relationship, and to know that they're not doing well and they're not making it comfortable for you or easy for you or fair for you is not what they want. But they're kind of in the weeds of it all right now. And so this is somebody who very likely in that kind of tumult lets it ride, kind of Seven of Pentacles, like it'll happen as it happens. And they have a very different way of approaching things. If you're the Aries, you're certainly like, chop chop, what's taken so long? And if they're not the Aries, they're kind of like, their response is to literally pull back, slow down, drop their shoulders, and just kind of like, well, I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other and take my time, because I don't want to make any rash, decisions or any sudden moves and really screw things up. So it's almost like you're going to opposite ends of the spectrum as I see it here. So with the opportunity being Devil energy, Nine of Swords, Page of Wands, Six of Wands. So it's perspective, right? You can either sort of fall apart in disarray, in despair, in obsession. These two cards are very obsessed adjacent, Devil and Nine of Swords, right? This is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and going to dark places. Or you can use the energy of shadow to sort of come at it from something more optimistic. Focus on passion instead of pain. The opportunity for some kind of reconciliation here, which was a theme of the month of January, something where you find yourselves meeting in the middle. What do we agree on? Where do we both find that path to something that we feel good about, where we feel we're supporting each other, where we both feel pleasure instead of pain, right? That's part of the role of that Page of Wands. What feels good and uplifting and positive and passionate and exciting and joyful, and instead of obsessed and wrapped in our own shadow and darkness. So the opportunity is, we've got these two cards, and then we have the flip side of that coin. All right? So it's sort of finding our way out of darkness. And I kind of like that we get the fire element here, because it is an Aries reading. And Aries can go dark. Aries can get lost in obsession. Aries can get lost in shadow. Aries can fall prey to a lot of darkness. So you're being reminded, get your joy back, get the passion back, get the excitement back, get the impulse back, right? And find the path to that middle ground where you both know there's something we can agree on. I know there's something we can agree on. I know there's a compromise available to us. This is the card for the opportunity, the path out of the shadow. All right. And then the divine guidance here for the Seven of Wands. There's something available. I'm seeing this, right? We have the Six of Wands for the opportunity and the Four of Wands for the divine guidance, but there's something here that is holding you both back. There's defensiveness and resistance. There's overthinking, second guessing, lots of self-judgment. There's tendencies to just kind of cut and run or split or walk away or, right? This isn't for me. I don't see the walking away. I see it sandwiched in between, right? What's landing on it is stuck energy. There's the impulse, Seven of Wands. No, I'm just going to go. I'm not going to, but then you don't. Nothing happens. So I feel the divine guidance is what you're really feeling internally. The Four of Wands. There's something really beautiful here. And it's almost like methinks thou dost protest too much, says Spirit. You're both putting up a really good fight, but nobody's going anywhere. Yeah. And that's a pretty big sign that this is coming from a lot of shadow and a lot of inner turmoil and unresolved angst, suppressed feelings, repressed feelings. And so your opportunity is to cut the bullshit, right? Let it go. Get back to that thing that kind of tickled your fancy when you met. This Page of Wands is really important. It's that, oh, who's that, right? When you first got a glance at each other. You know, that moment that you kind of pulled back and got a good crook of your neck and was like, oh my God, who is that? That's what you got to get back to. That's the opportunity, because it really is the path to some form of negotiation, compromise, win-win outcome, finding peace, reconciliation, a cause for moving forward instead of staying stuck and defensive and resistant. So that's what I'm seeing for you here. This part of it is really just kind of finding the lay of the land. And I am going to take it to the extended, where I'm just going to look at the two of you. I'm pulling the two of you together. I've kind of separated you here. I'm going to look at the two of you together relationally. And, you know, check your message. What are you trying to communicate to each other at 5D? And then we'll get some more cards to show how things might unfold going forward. So that's what I'm going to do in the extended. If you're interested in that, the link is below. Couple links below, actually, one for the monthly renewal for Aries, one for just this extended, and then the all access pass. If you're enjoying my readings and you have not yet done so, please do subscribe below. Let's kick off 2025 the right way. Get me back on track, because December I was sick as it was death. And I'm feeling a good bit better. And so I'm trying to get back in the groove. So I would appreciate those subscriptions, like, share if you feel called to do so, and let me give you the astrology that showed up here. We have the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. We've got Judgment, which is Pluto, that rules Scorpio. We have Gemini in the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Libra in our Queen of Swords. Devil is Capricorn's energy. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And that's what I have for you. Don't forget card number 2. See with your heart. And the time is now to hear the messages. That's what I have for you, Aries. Happy New Year. All the best to you in 2025. Don't forget to check out that January Love Tarot monthly energy update, and I'm headed to the extended. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.